Hi, really great. You guys have brought it all over the place again. Um, in the beginning, I don't remember the exact wording you said, but it was an interesting idea that our desires are already manifested in non-physical or something, something, something. And it makes sense to me because, in theory, because I understand, I've heard so much of it from you and Abraham that in the moment we have a question or a problem or something, we create the solution, or the universe creates the solution in response. But I don't know, I'd love to hear you talk more about that. What does that, I mean, you can't picture non-physical anyways, but what does it mean for a desire to be already manifested non-physical? Because it was like a really wonderful sort of idea. Like, okay, if I was going to attune to an idea, or that was just like a very bright concept for
We
me.
like this. We like right where you are with this. So when you understand what a seed is, a
Mm.
physical seed, when you
Yep.
understand what it is, then you understand what to do with it
Mm-hmm.
so that it can grow into what it is intended to be. And
Mm.
so, and we've never said it in this clear way that you are facilitating here. So when we say that in every moment of your existence, and this piggybacks on what we were just saying about
Just saying,
planting
yeah.
seeds
Yeah.
here,
Perfect.
is that the seed is real. You are producing seeds all the time. And in the non-physical source and the universe, one and the same,
Yep.
really. We'll have a whole book about any differentiations there at some point. But the seed is real. It's not the plant yet. And if
Mm.
someone didn't understand that the plant comes from the seed and the seed becomes the plant, they could dismiss any validity whatsoever, in the same
Mm.
way that friends dismiss the validity of a vibrational reality when they want to see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it reality that they are
Mm-hmm.
accustomed to and acclimated to. And they don't understand that they are vibrational at the
Mm-hmm.
basis. But without the seed, there isn't anything to grow.
Mm.
And so that's the best illustration that we've been able to offer so far
Mm.
about applying it into physical terms that you could get your mind
Mm-hmm.
around. So
Yeah.
that's the reality of it. It's not finished, it's not fully manifest, or it would be hitting you in the face.
Yeah.
But it's there and it exists. And when you tend to it, it will grow. And the way you tend to it is precisely where we started the conversation, what we could already feel coming from you here this evening, which
Mm.
is allowing. That is the
Mm.
allowing of desire that we're
Yeah.
talking about. It is the nurturing, nourishing, tending to that seed. And the way that
Mm.
you do that has to be from the positive zone of your emotions. That's where all of the nutrients are. That's the soil and the water and the sun, all of them contained, and so much more, in the positive zone of experience. And so when you're there, you've created perfect conditions for nature to run its course. And
Mm.
there's no forcing. You don't hold one end of the seed and start pulling on the other, trying to get it to become the thing. You just tend to it
Mm.
and allow it, really. You just don't get in its way. You just don't dig it up. And
Mm.
when you dominate your thoughts in the negative zone, when you allow negative feeling experience to run the show, you're really kind of digging up seeds. You're not annihilating them,
Mm.
but you're removing them from the conditions where
Mm.
they can grow and flourish and become.
Mm.
So you've got them in a sort of envelope, just hanging out, waiting to be planted. So you're putting them in the ground, you're putting them back in the envelope, and you're putting them in the ground, you're putting them back in the envelope. This is really clear, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you so much for bringing this through.
Yeah, it's a really good, solid analogy for something that it's not really a physical thing, but you've physicalized it in a really good way. Because also just the idea of seed, I've always loved the word essence. The essence of all of our desires is literally exists in in the non-physical. It's what our source self is being, right? I mean, it's being the essence of all that we have ever wanted to be. So like that always has been a wonderful thing. So seed and as essence of a plant, or of a, which is a desire, a desired outcome is really good.
And it really is resistance free.
Mm-hmm.
That's the alchemy of it
Yeah.
all in your physical world, is you're just raising your vibration into that resistance-free zone where a sort of transmutation of the mind takes place, which is similar, not precisely the same, but similar to the transmutation of mind that takes place in what you call the death experience, where you are projected forward as consciousness into physical form, and you withdraw your consciousness from the body continually. That's sleep. And there is an elevation that takes place there naturally. It's really, really effective to elevate while remaining awake. That's what could be considered meditation in its various forms. It's just ease and flow and pulsing and riding waves and allowing and allowing and allowing. And then when you finally withdraw consciousness from the body, what happens to the mind is that it is purified. It is transmutated into a cleansed state of being, where it is cleansed of all resistance, all fear, doubt, all the way up to boredom. In other words, it's purified in very real terms to fulfill its now eternal trajectory, which is why that mind can continue to be called forth into the physical without coming into a body through the reproductive and birth process. That's what Gabriel really is.
Yeah.
We are an amassment of eternal minds,
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
continually being expanded. What we intend when we discuss with you the allowing of your desires is the elevation of your vibrational state of being from your physical vantage point for any sustained period of time. Your desires are known by the universe. And so when we say allow your desires, it's a sort of dramatic way of saying cheer up, feel good, celebrate. We like this word, celebrate. Find that which is available for you to focus upon that you can resonate in celebration with. And don't consider it important business to focus upon that which you must scrutinize in the negative zone of your feelings.